So the question is, according to this news report, is Crunchyroll losing to Netflix when it comes from earning money from streaming anime? Well, according to one report, they say yes. According to the internet, the answer is no.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Now let's look at this very interesting report, because Netflix earned in that report $2.07 billion, that's billion with a B, from anime streaming in 2023, beating Crunchyroll, who earned $1.16 billion, and Hulu $903 million. Now, when it comes to Netflix, keep in mind that only 3.9% of its catalog is anime on that streaming website. Also, some interesting facts to mention as well, that according to the anime industry report, anime accounted for 6% of global streaming revenue in 2023, and 41% of anime streaming revenue originated from good old North America.
Recognize.
What I have observed throughout the years when it comes to Netflix and anime streaming is that they have slowly built up their catalog over the years, and they have also, when it comes to new seasons of anime, whether it is spring or fall or whatever it may be, they tend to take one or two gems from that season and add it to their catalog to get persons to subscribe to their service. For example, one of them being One Piece, the greatest piece of fiction ever made. We also had one bit of anime that was sadly underappreciated because Netflix, for some strange reason, decided to make it a bingeable season, which is Pluto. We also have, like, for example, on your screens, Dan Cyberpunk, Edge Runners as well. So they tend to take out one or two gems to make people to get new subscribers to their platform. But when it comes to this report concerning Netflix beating out Crunchyroll and Hulu, it does not impress the mathematicians on the internet. And we are talking about especially those individuals on Reddit. So let's take a look at some of their comments about this report, because I tend to agree with one or two of those points. One of the points I agree with is what was mentioned here by a Reddit user, where they said that that's not that impressive because 250 million subs referring to Netflix versus 15 million subs referring to Crunchyroll. Next we have, in my opinion, Crunchyroll should only be compared to High Dive and other services with a more narrow focus than just general streaming audience. Next, this one says, honestly, the numbers don't mean much for Netflix without an engagement report to see the total viewers and hours viewed for each specific genre. This way you can see the average value per engaged viewer on anime shows, which there is probably 1/10 the content on Netflix than Crunchyroll for both services.
Yes, exactly.
Crunchyroll earned more per subscriber than Netflix given the subscriber count disparity. This report is worthless. Netflix has way more subscribers, at least 11 times as many as Crunchyroll. Interesting English. And pulls in those who aren't ever going to watch anime, and yet it only earned roughly double that of Crunchyroll. It's like how Amazon Prime Video users include those who are just Amazon Prime members for the shipping benefits. So we come back to the question that we asked at the beginning of this video. Is Crunchyroll losing to Netflix?
Judges.
Yep, the answer is no. But if you disagree, you could let us know in the comments. But one thing we could definitely agree on is that right now, Crunchyroll needs a makeover. It needs to put on some new makeup, some new clothes, because right now it is looking ugly in the eyes of people, especially because of a recent Bloomberg article that was released a couple of days ago about Crunchyroll and its practices. But before we get into that drama, if you are enjoying the video, don't forget to So some Crunchyroll employees and ex-employees were interviewed for this particular article, and they had some very interesting things to say concerning their employers. One of the most interesting ones out of them all is that those on the higher ups, the Sony executives, had a dismissive attitude towards anime, writing it off as kids' cartoons.
I am shocked. Shocked! Well, not that shocked.
But if this statement is 100% true, that is just hilarious. The fact that they believe that anime is for kids but still are willing to pay millions of dollars for an anime streaming website, well, joke's on them. Another point that was raised in the article is that they said that the Sony employers would be reluctant to hire persons who were fans of anime or manga and so forth. Because the strange thing about it is, which I don't have a problem with, because I think the most important thing is whatever they are hiring you for, you should be qualified to do the job rather than be a fan of anime and manga. If we need, for example, you to handle the servers or handle uploading anime content onto the website, I think at the end of the day, whether you're a fan of anime or not shouldn't matter. Your qualifications do. But let's move on to the next point. In October, an email from Gerderman, seen by Bloomberg, instructed staff not to lean into promoting the series due to ongoing acquisition discussions. And the series in question that they were told not to promote is Dan Da Dan, which everyone and their pet iguana watched. Finally, according to employees in both the US and Japan, Crunchyroll often produces and sells merchandise such as figures and posters without securing proper approvals. This practice has reportedly angered prominent manga creators who feel their characters are being misused. Adding to the controversy, some publishers and creators have expressed doubts about the reliability of Crunchyroll's revenue sharing reports, further straining the company's relationships with its Japanese partners. So what do you think of today's video? Do you agree or disagree with the report concerning Netflix earnings from anime streaming in 2023? Do you agree with the figures, or do you think something is smelling fishy with those numbers? And what do you think about the Bloomberg report? Do you think that those accusations are 100% correct? Do you think they are half-truths or half-falsehoods? Let us know in the comments. But before you go, are you a Naruto fan? If that is the case, then this article from CBR will upset you, because it talks about 10 ways in which the Boruto anime is better than Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. But keep in mind, in order for you to be able to access that video, you have to click on the subscribe button. So that's it. I'm going.